Hi everybody, it's Danielle from Haverford Township Free Library, and I'm back for Chapter 2 of Louise, The Adventures of a Chicken for your evening stretch tonight. So if you remember, Chapter 1 was Louise at Sea, where she had an adventure with pirates. Before I start Chapter 2, I'm going to read the inside cover again, in case you missed the first installment. She longed for adventure, so she left her home and ventured out into the wide world. The pleasures and perils she met proved plentiful. Marauding pirates on the majestic seas, a ferocious lion under the bright lights of the big top, a mysterious stranger in an exotic and bustling bazaar. Yet, in the face of such daunting danger, our heroine, she was brave, she was fearless, she was feathered. She was a chicken. A not-so-chicken chicken. Her name? Louise. Chapter 2. Louise Up High. Still Louise longed for adventure. When the circus came to town, Louise left the hen house and followed the bright lights and loud music. She ended up in line for auditions. "What is your act?" the ringmaster asked. Louise flapped her wings. She clucked. "No, said the ringmaster. "What is your act?" Louise strutted back and forth. "Now see here," said the ringmaster. "If you want to join the circus, you must have an act." "But mon chéri," said Mitzi, the aerialist, "look at her. See how she moves? She is meant, of course, to be on the high wire." The high wire was actually quite high. Louise walked its length, carrying a pink umbrella in her beak. Far below, people clapped and cheered. Louise looked down at the world and was charmed to discover that everything had become very small. However, too soon, walking the wire with a pink umbrella became rather mundane, and Louise found herself longing for a little excitement. And it was then that the lion got loose. Louise's heart beat fast within her feathered breast. Here at last was true adventure. She became so excited that she dropped the pink umbrella and lost her balance. She teetered, she tottered, she fell. Oh. The lion positioned himself carefully. He smacked his lips. He opened his mouth. Louise flapped her wings, and at the last minute she managed to rise out of reach of the lion's jaws. The lion roared. The audience cheered. Louise, her heart beating much, much too fast in her feathered breast, landed on the ground and started to run. Ahead of her, she spied a clown. She leaped on top of his head, and the clown put his hat on, covering Louise. Safe in the clown's wig, hidden beneath his hat, Louise thought of the hen house, and what a quiet, spectacularly lion-free place it was. She decided it was time to head home. "Goodbye, my sweet Cocovan," called Mitzi as Louise left the circus. "Goodbye, my darling, daring chicken." "But you can't leave," the ringmaster said. "We have just designed a most unique and death-defying act." Louise ignored him. She hopped down the road toward home. When she arrived back at the farm, Monique said, "What have you been doing, Louise?" "Oh, this and that," said Louise. She hopped past Monique and went into the hen house. She settled herself comfortably in the straw. She tucked her beak beneath her wing. She closed her eyes, and there, safe in the warm hen house, Louise slept the deep and peaceful sleep of the true adventurer. That was chapter 2 of Louise, The Adventures of a Chicken by Kate DiCamillo and Harry Bliss. Join me for the third and final chapter soon.